share with you a little line here as our continuing lines in D minor goes on and on. I hope this is something you can add. It's a nice way of using third inversion dominant chords. It has some similarity to some songs I can think of, and maybe it's a sound that you might want to try to incorporate. So third inversion again means that the seventh is in the bass of a dominant chord, and that bass note resolves down to the root of its attendant one chord. So if you've not yet done so, please do subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. It's always great to hear from you, hear what you're thinking and what you're practicing. Let me know if you have requests or anything special that you'd like me to do. I'd be happy to give it a try if I can. If you'd ever like to send me a tip, that would be very nice, and my PayPal information's there in the description below. So we're going to carry on now with a new line in D minor. We're going to start with F major here. 8, 10, 10, 10. I was doing some melodic improvisation above. Let's see. So F, C, F, A. Going to F7 in this third inversion that I was talking about. So F and then F over E flat, so that becomes F7. The shape is very easy. So 11, 10, 10, and I'm putting the 13th fret C up there on top just for good measure. You could have the A here on the 10th fret. Go to the 4 chord, B flat, and I'm saying 4 in relation to F. It's as if we've been in D minor and then modulated to F. But then these are the sounds I wanted to get to. So from F to F7 over E flat, to a first inversion B flat major chord, 10, 8, 10, 11, B flat, sorry, D, B flat, F, B flat. We have some leeway to melodically improvise. That's one thing you want to do when you get around a chord shape, is find what melodic pitches sound good to your ear and are available in that key. So again, third inversion. This time it's a D7 chord going to lead to G minor. So 8, 7, 7, 7 with 8 and 10 above on the second string if you'd like. Going to G minor. So again, C, A, D, F sharp, third inversion D7, going to first inversion G minor. 6, 5, 7, 8 are the frets, B flat, G, D, G are the notes. And now we're going to do a technique that Johann Sebastian Bach uses often, which is we could just go right to 5, A7, and right to D minor, since our goal is going to be D minor here, but often he prolongs that sweet time of, you can hear the resolution coming, but he's going to say, hold on a second. So where were we? We had D7 to G minor, first inversion, and now this is the diminished 7 chord. I'm using it in first inversion here. We're also going to use it here. It lives right below 5. So in this case, we're going from D7 to G minor, and then we're approaching A7 with its diminished chord, the diminished 7th built on G sharp. That's the leading tone of A. So it makes A temporarily sound like some kind of a 1, but it just prolongs our resolution. We don't get to D minor quite yet. So D7, G minor. Here's that G sharp diminished. So this is 7, 6, 7, 6, B, G sharp, D, F. You could also look at it as E7 flat 9. We've talked about that in previous lines in D minor episodes. So here's that G sharp diminished built on B. Now A7 sus. This is 5, 5, 7, 5. We can resolve the 4-3 suspension. 4-3 means that above A, this D note is the 4th degree, and we're going to let it fall to the 3rd degree. So we hear this yearning kind of sound wanting to resolve. G minor, G sharp diminished, A7 sus, and then I prolonged it with G sharp diminished again, and now a half step below A. So we were in first inversion here. Now we're in root position, G sharp diminished. And now we get the payoff. We get a third inversion A7 chord, so G in the bass. Going to lead to D minor. So that would go then from A7 sus, 4, 3, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2 with above if you want. You can hear that wants to go to D minor. I'm using this voicing. I guess I could use open as well. 1, open, 2, 3, F, D, A, D. I was also using F, F, A, D, but I think maybe I like the one with the open D string, in this key at least. So where were we? Wants to go to D minor. So we started off brightly in F, but we very quickly found our way back to D minor. The song that this reminds me of is a deep album track on the Queen album Jazz, and it's called Leavin' Home Ain't Easy. It's a Brian May song, I think written around the time he was getting divorced, and it's usually in it's in A. Yeah. So for him it's A with G over A, and then it goes to D, F sharp 7, B minor, F7 to A. So he gets back to A major by way of F7. Here I'm using first inversion, but you needn't. D, F sharp 7, B minor, F7. It's an English show tune kind of way, it seems to my ear. He and Paul McCartney and a lot of the people that grew up in that time liked those kinds of sounds from dance halls and music halls and theater. It's very distinctive. So I hope if you're Queen fans, you know that song. The Jazz album is much overlooked, worth checking out, has some very interesting things. All the band members were starting to break out and write in what would be consistently more and more their own style as the band became somewhat less cohesive. If you listen to the first, particularly the second Queen album, it's all of a piece, and they're all writing and arranging and performing in this super unified way that's pretty incredible. That's one of my favorite albums, easily. So I hope, again, you found this interesting with the little diversions in there, and this idea of using third inversions to get somewhere and letting them resolve down to other inversions and leading the ear along to a final resolution. And this is, again, a part of our Lines in D minor series. Always look at the playlists for topics if you're interested, because there's a lot of related topics in there. And I always put links to everything, and I usually put each clip in several playlists if I can, if it suits it. So again, I hope you're enjoying your time with your instrument, time with music, learning something, feeling good about your playing and your progress. I hope this channel could be a part of that, and I wish you, as always, a very good day.